Hey Valley Metal, tonight we're going to be classifying triangles. Let's start with a trivia question of the day though. What are the top selling Ben and Jerry's ice cream flavors? See if we hit one of your top five. Alright, the official target for tonight is lesson 10.4a. I can classify and identify triangles. Let's do this thing. What kind of triangles are these? Well, if you take a look at behind the Eiffel Tower or behind this triangle, you'll see the Eiffel Tower. That's like an isosceles triangle. This triangle here is an equilateral triangle. This triangle I made out of the Golden Gate Bridge is a right triangle. Are there other ways of classifying triangles? How do we make sure we classify them right? Who invented liquid soap and why? Okay, skip that last question. These are some of the questions that we'll be using tonight to classify triangles. All right, there are really two ways to classify triangles. First of all, by angles. This triangle here is an acute triangle. All of the angles are acute, which means they are less than 90 degrees. This one here is a right triangle. If it has a right triangle, we classify it as a right triangle. This triangle here has an obtuse angle. That's an angle that's greater than 90 degrees. So we call it an obtuse triangle. Down here, we can also classify triangles by sides. This is a scalene triangle. No congruent sides. Zero sides the same. Here's an isosceles triangle, kind of like the Eiffel Tower I showed you. It has two congruent sides, and they mark it with this little hash mark. All right? And an equilateral triangle. They marked with two little hash marks, showing that all three sides are congruent. Congruent means identical. Identical. All right, so we can classify triangles by both sides and angles. Let's try some problems. I'm going to take you through 13 examples. I'm going to do one, you're going to do 12. Here we go. Let's get rolling. First of all, always ask yourselves these two questions. What kind of sides? What kind of angles? Here we go. Let's talk about it. Ooh, sorry about that. What kind of sides do we have here? Well, one, two, looks like all three sides are different, so that makes it a scalene triangle. What kind of angles? Well, we've got two acute, but we do have one obtuse, so this is going to be an obtuse triangle. Put them together, we have a scalene obtuse triangle. All right, or an obtuse scalene, but I usually go with sides first. All right, let's have you try a quick 12. Here we go. Take a look at triangle number 1, 2, and 3. See if you can figure out what they are. All right, well, triangle number 1, this is a scalene triangle. All sides are different, and an obtuse because it has one obtuse angle. Okay, this one here is an equilateral triangle. All sides are equal. That means all angles are going to be equal too. So equilateral and acute, 60, 60, and 60. And we'll be practicing that tomorrow night. Triangles always have 180 degrees when you add up the angles. This one here is an isosceles triangle because it has two sides that are the same, here and here, and it is also a right triangle because it has one right angle. So what are the sides? Isosceles. What are the angles? Right. All right, next three. Here we go. Go for it. Pause. All right, let's see how you did. Well, we have an equilateral triangle, and of course they're always acute because their angles are always the same. Here we have a scalene triangle. All sides are different, but it has a right angle, so scalene right. This one here is an isosceles, and it is an acute because all angles are acute. Let's try three more. We're rolling. Do these things. Do this thing for me. All right, let's see how you did. Well, this one is equilateral and acute again. This one is isosceles and acute. Here's the two sides that are the same. All angles are acute. This one here is scalene and obtuse. Very nice. Three more and you're done. Go for it. All right, let's see how you did. This is scalene, but it's acute. All three sides are different, but all angles are acute. This is the equilateral acute again. Again, equilateral are always going to be acute. They have to be, because if you got two sides that are the same, you're going to have two angles that are the same. If you have three sides that are the same, you're going to have three angles that are the same. If no sides are the same, no angles are the same. It's just very simple. All right, and then the last one, an isosceles triangle, two sides that are the same, and it is a right triangle. All right, time for your ticket to the show. Here you go. Take a look at these two real world examples. Let me stretch them out a little bit for you. Here's number one. Ew. See if you can tell me what kind of triangles from these real world examples these are. All right, let's get to the trivia question. What are the top selling Ben & Jerry's ice cream flavors? Drum roll, please. The top selling brand: half baked, chocolate and vanilla ice cream, chocolate chip cookie dough, and fudge brownie chunks. Yum. Had some this weekend. And number two, Cherry Garcia. Cherry ice cream with cherry and fudge flakes. Delicious. Don't confuse Cherry Garcia with Jerry Garcia, guitar player for the Grateful Dead. Number three, chocolate chip cookie dough, the third most popular selling. The fourth one, Chunky Monkey, banana ice cream with walnuts. I love the banana ice cream. I like the chocolate chunks, but why walnuts? My mom put walnuts in everything, so I wouldn't eat it up. Well, at least I wouldn't eat it as fast. All right, and the last one, chocolate fudge brownie. Chocolate ice cream with chunks of brownies. Who's hungry? Check your refrigerator. Maybe there's some Ben & Jerry's in there for you. That's where I'm headed. Have a good evening.